Hey yo, what is good everybody? This is your boy Chad bringing y'all another video. This video, I'm actually outside of my car, you feel me? Like I'm always recording in my car. For some reason I could just get my thoughts out better, just deliver the message, get out the car, and we're done with it, you feel me? But yeah, I just want to do this video in my room just because it's air conditioned. I like my painting and just got a little visual going in the background for you all. Hopefully it's not too distracting. If it is, you could let me know. But this video, I'm probably going to record a couple videos today, but just upload them sporadically. But this video is going to be about the increased crime that's going on in the U.S. So, like, I don't really watch the news like that, but you know, it always is good to watch the news occasionally just to hear, like, different things that are going on in the world, whether there's a biased spin or no biased spin. But one thing I have realized is that there's been a lot of crime. I don't know what's in the air, but people are committing lots of crimes. Um, just just this weekend in Chicago alone, 92 people were shot. July 4th weekend, 92, and 18 people were killed. Now, that's a pretty big number. You feel me? Like 18 people being killed, 90 something were shot. I mean, it's just like a shooting range in Chicago, apparently. And every weekend in Chicago, I've been seeing they're going for like 40 kills, 50 kills. I'm talking about people are going on kill streaks. Now, they say, oh, crime is down. People are a lot safer. And it's like crime, like, you know, maybe shoplifting and stuff may be down. And, you know, petty crimes can be down. But carjackings, murders, homicides, I think are murders, all that is gone up. And it's not going up like, oh, it's just a 2% increase. Like I'm looking at one thing and it's like murder rates, Philadelphia, they've gone up 40%, Chicago, 22%, New York, 22%, Minneapolis, where George Floyd was, you know, killed, 56%, Portland, Oregon, 800%. Los Angeles, 27%. Washington, D.C., 35%. And I'm just like, dang, like, these folks are out here really killing people. And not only are they killing people, I mean, they're going so crazy. I'm like, this is Gotham City. We need to invest in the Batman spotlight because clearly the only person that can come save today is Batman. Like, it's just gotten too crazy. Like, crime has just gone rampant. Like we're in Gotham City now. Welcome to Gotham. And I don't really see the media talking about it. What I do see the media talking about are racism and that sort of stuff. But they're not addressing these issues that are real and really are happening. You know, like I said, there probably are racists out there. There probably is that type of stuff happening. But it's not happening on the scale that we need to talk about it every day. Like people are dying more than we're finding racist. You feel me? And when I also take a look at it, I'm like Chicago, New York, LA, Portland. These are basically all Democratic run areas. Now people say, oh, Democrats and Republicans, it doesn't blah, blah, blah. And it's like, it's been a constant trend for months, years, everything, that Democratic run areas are the worst places you can live. You know, I live in Atlanta, Georgia, and it's like, even in Atlanta, I mean, they're doing crime. They've had more shootings at Lenox. So they've had shootings at Lenox so much now at this point that they've put metal detectors. So metal detectors have gone up. And then recently there was a shooting at Lenox where there are people outside with a gun pointing at the security guard. We all know security guards can't have guns. And they just shoot him like point blank in his chest. And I'm just like, why are we destroying Lenox? Why are we destroying the place we live? Buckhead crime has gone up, carjackings, homicides, that sort of thing. And it's just like all this keeps happening in Democratic run areas. When I look at places like Florida, not that much. Texas, not that much. And I'm like, what's the difference? And it's like, these are places where the governors, mayors, all that, you know, they're not Democrat. I'm not going to say all Republicans are good, but it's just like, if the Democratic run areas are bad, then and the Republican run areas are good, it's like what are we doing? You even have people leaving California and New York. They might not be leaving it for crime, but they sure are fleeing to red states because red states think with their brain and actually get stuff done. Like Mayor Lightfoot of Chicago, they sit up here making world records every weekend for the most kills. It's like they literally are sitting inside of, like, Chicago is demonic. I just have to say it what it is. It's so much demonic energy happening. There should be no reason that when you think of Chicago, there's not a single person on earth that says, Chicago, I would love to live there. I mean, there may be if they're talking about a good area, but for the most part, when people think of Chicago, they think of Chirac, they think of people dying, they think of rappers coming out of there who are real violent, they think of people being real violent. If you say, yeah, I'm from Chicago, off rip in my brain, I'm like, man, like, you've been through it, like, you made it out. You feel me? So it's just like, like Chicago, like I said, Mayor Lightfoot, they, people have interviewed her, different reporters and stuff, because she said, they've interviewed her saying, your crime has gone up a lot. She's like, crime is down. And they're like, your homicides have gone up. Carjackings have gone up. And she's like, you know what? Like, she came out the other day saying that the real problem here is the only reason she's getting this criticism is because she's black and she's lesbian. And this is why nothing gets done. She said that's the only reason people are criticizing her. And we like, no, I don't even live in Chicago. And I'm looking like that has nothing to do with the fact about your state. The reason Chicago is, they're putting blame on you is because people are dying at such alarming rates. And you notice that all of these blue states that are run by Democrats, these are the same states that say defund the police. Just like George Floyd's little square or whatever, they said, okay, no police welcome, this is a police-free zone, yada yada. And then they have the memorial for the 1-year anniversary of his death, and people do drive-by shootings there. And it's like, I just don't get it. Like, I understand, like, defund the police to me, it's like a buzzword. It's like, we're going to use defund the police, so if you go against that narrative, then you're already part of the problem, you feel me? So instead of just saying, we want to allocate the police resources, instead of them getting what is it called? Militarized, like, vehicles and that sort of stuff. We want to allocate those resources to more community efforts and police reform. If I was a mayor or a governor, I wouldn't say I'm for defunding the police. I would say I'm for police reform. Because police reform, that word in itself, reform means you take what was already formed and you redo it. So you make it better. Not, we're going to defund. Defund is like a buzzword. Like, once you say that, you might as well kiss whatever you have going goodbye. Because at that point, you start to lose police support. The mayors don't support their own police, that sort of thing. And it just leads to, like, people stepping down. I believe in Minneapolis, the whole riot squad just stepped down. They didn't leave being police officer, but they left the actual, like, riot squad unit because they're like, we don't have any support. There's no reason for us to be out here trying to stop crime and that sort of thing. And our own, local government doesn't support us. And, I definitely do understand, like, being a police officer, I'm not going to say all police officers are good, but not all police officers are bad. It's like, if this is a pool of officers, right? It's like the anomaly over here that may be bad, but they use the anomaly to justify the entire system. Because I know for a fact, whether you're black, white, Hispanic, yellow, orange, red, green, from outer space, you don't identify as a human, you're a lion today, or whatever you want to be, when you're in trouble, either you're going to handle the issue yourself and defend yourself, or you're going to call the police. There's no in between. I don't pick up my phone when I have an emergency and say, oh, I don't like the police. Let me dial 811 and get the neighborhood watch. It's like, no, it doesn't work like that. It doesn't logically make sense. And then I just see the narrative of defund the police, crimes going up. People are leaving these places to get to states where they have it under control, which are red states. And it's just like, somewhere along the line, it's not that you're lesbian, Lightfoot, or that you're black. It's that you're not doing your job. That just do your job. It's like Kamala at the border. The only reason she got down to the border is because Trump said he was going to go to the border first. If you would have done your job, it wouldn't have mattered if Trump went or not. Honestly, she would have probably looked better. It would have been Kamala visited the border. All right, why is Trump going now? He just wants to be a part of something. Instead, Trump said he was going to go, and then she had to break her neck to go. And it's like, come on, man. Like, we gotta do better. I honestly don't know the answer for it. I don't know how we could get crime to go down. I know that for Chicago, you just gonna have to pray for Chicago because they are killing at such rates that it's like unimaginable. And Lightfoot's not doing anything. And another thing that just goes against her whole I'm black and I'm lesbian, that's the only reason they criticize me, is a whole black person on the city council argue with her. She was black and a woman. And it's like, you have your own black women arguing against you because our city is falling apart and you're more worried about people talking about you because you're black and lesbian. Like, when has that ever been relevant? I have never, if she was doing her job, I guarantee people would not talk about her. If Kamala was doing her job, people would not be talking about her. If Biden was doing his job, people would not be talking about him. It's like these Democrats, whether they're presidents, vice presidents, whether they're mayors, governors, I mean, they just let stuff fall apart. And to be honest, I can't even like, it's not even like I don't care, but it's like I can't care when the people you all voted in don't care. Just like in California, Gavin Newsom, he's on recall and all this other stuff, just like Andrew Cuomo. They're all on recall. People are signing the petitions left and right because they're like, this makes no sense. We voted you in here. You're not doing your job. And you blame everybody under the sun for your work, right? You don't go to school, take a test, got like when you get your grades at the end of the semester or the end of the year, those are your grades. They're not, I got all F's because I'm black and I'm lesbian. That doesn't justify your grades. Your work ethic does. And that's what Republicans also, that's kind of why I'm like on the team of Republicans, because it's like Republicans always teach you the value of you gotta work hard. You cannot play victim for anything. You can be black, you can be gay, you can be left-handed only, you can have one leg with a kickstand, you can have all this stuff, but it does not matter. You have to work hard. To be honest, it's not even a Republican or Democrat thing. Patriots, all they say is you have to work hard. This is the land of the free, home of the brave, home of opportunities. It's what you do with those opportunities and your work ethic that will make you strive in America. And that's point blank, period. Just like me, I can say, nobody watches my YouTube videos. It's because I'm black. It's because I'm a minority. I'm a victim. No, if I put in the work for the content, make the content, upload it, talk about topics that people want to hear or topics that I just want to talk about, and people watch, that's all I can do. Try to be consistent and work hard. That's it. That's it. That's how you become successful. If I fail at being a YouTuber, it's not because of YouTube, unless they censor me nonstop. It's not because of my mom and dad. It's not because I'm black. It's because I myself did not put in the work, or this wasn't for me. And it's looking like if Lori Lightfoot says she's putting in the work, then this just may not be the job for her because she's just not doing it right. Same for Cuomo, same for Newsom, same for all these Democratic-run states. It makes no sense that crime is up, homicides, just human lives being taken is up 40 to 50 to 800%. 800%. That sounds like a stock that just blew up overnight. 800%. But homicides? Let's just do a quick math real quick and then I'm gonna end this video, right? So if we do 5, I'm not even gonna do math because it's irrelevant. Just know that 800% is a big increase, right? And Chicago, like I said, every weekend, I mean, they just be going for world records at this point. So what can we do besides get the people that are in charge out because they're not doing their jobs? Defunding the police isn't helping. We need to reform, give the police the proper resources to make sure we can take care of the crime. I'm not saying police go out there and shoot people, but if if stuff is happening where we need police, we need to get the police. We need to take care of the citizens of this place. I feel bad for just normal, everyday citizens trying to live in their city. They're not part of the crime. They already banned guns in New York, banned guns in Chicago, but yet all the criminals have the guns and all the criminals are shooting. Like, it's the fact that they're shooting these people. Like, shootings are up 20 to 30 to 40% along with the homicides. So you can say guns are illegal in this state, but yet all the criminals have them and all the innocent people keep getting killed without them. So banning guns isn't the problem. It's the people. It's the policies. It's the defunding the police rhetoric. We got to get rid of it, man. We got to get rid of it. I just feel bad for people living in these states. Like me personally, I live in Georgia, and I do see Georgia starting to go too blue. Like we're starting to lose how Georgia used to be. It's just crime, shootings, killings, carjacking, people running over people with cars. We're doing like LA car stunts all weekend and stuff like that. And it's just like, I got to get to Texas. I don't know what it is about Texas, man, but they do stuff right. I'm not saying they do everything right, but it's just like people woke up with common sense down there. I'm like, why can't we have this everywhere? Why can't most places be like Texas or have some laws like Florida? You know what I mean? Just like, let's just get to the bottom of this stuff, man. But yeah, man, I just wanted to talk about crime in this video because I do see that it is an increasing problem, especially in like Chicago, New York, LA, Washington, D.C., Portland. But yeah, man, it's been your boy Chad. I hope y'all enjoyed the video. If you have, leave a comment down below. And I'm out. Peace.